Quick recap for people who are new here. I found out my brother was adopted at 14, found out that I was adopted at 19, got married, had 2 kids under 2, dealt with significant postpartum depression due to grief as an adoptee. I started writing about my journey to heal. A few of my essays went viral all over the world with millions of views, and I was interviewed on national talk shows. And now my sisters and I were being invited to do a documentary. By some miracle of miracles, we got our schedules all worked out and we met in person that Mother's Day weekend. And this was in 2022, I believe. And I was kind of fangirling because seeing all these cameras and talking to the director and doing voiceovers and all that stuff, it was giving me a behind the scenes look at what I assumed like reality TV shows look like. And it was very interesting to see how they laid everything out exactly and go to point A, go to event D, look at this store, put the clothes in this suitcase, and then being asked the same questions over and over again for different camera angles. Now, obviously, we couldn't pretend that we were meeting over and over, so that was a one-shot thing. And the first thing I said to my sisters was like, oh my god, we're all short. I was just so awkward and excited, and I didn't know what to say. But the next 2 to 3 days flew by, and it was one of the most amazing experiences of my life. And we really got to bond and cement that relationship that I never thought we would have a chance to. But deep in my heart, there was still something missing. And since I had always struggled with health issues, and my husband and I were also concerned about passing that down to our children, I still wanted to find my birth mom. I went for my Adopted from Colombia Facebook group and reached out to a private investigator who found my birth mom in 3 days. And that was a whirlwind because I didn't tell anybody that I was searching. I didn't tell my husband, I didn't tell my mom, my dad, my sisters, not a soul knew. Because of after how complicated my first reunion was with my sisters and then having so many different people's opinions in my ears, I was so overwhelmed that I just shut down. And then the investigators were able to reach out and contact my birth mother, and she told them that she didn't want anything to do with me. And as you can imagine, that broke my heart. But then she divulged that she hadn't told the family, her husband and her other biological kids, about us. They only knew about one child that she placed for adoption. Would I be willing to hide that? And I didn't know.